Hello, and welcome to another week in my life. This is yet another attempt, but I decided to film this week because this is a somewhat exciting week, and I just thought it'd be fun to be able to look back on it. But, not gonna lie, this is like the third attempt to make a weekly vlog. Normally, I feel like the reason I fail so much is because I just am not comfortable filming in front of people, and if I'm not in my apartment, I'm around people. Like, even when I'm like sitting in my car, there's like people around, because it's a university. That's what happens. Like, there's people walking and riding their bikes and driving and just people everywhere. So, and I'm just not that comfortable, filming in front of people. So that's part of the reason, is my point of why I've just sucked at videoing, because I just don't want to be that weird kid who's videoing things, or myself, and people are like, what is she doing? Another thing is, this semester has had me freaking stressed. Like I knew people always were like, oh yeah, college is stressful, but like, holy crap, it really is. And I'm a theater major, and I feel like people always assume, this is like random rant, but I feel like people always assume that like being a theater major, or like whatever it's called at your school, whether it's like drama or theater or acting, whatever it may be, I feel like people assume that it's a relatively easy major because there's not as much like academics involved. But I feel like this major is killing me. Granted, I'm a double major, but even still, I feel like my English major, which is my second major, isn't as hard. Like, there's not as much to it necessarily as my theater. Because with theater, I mean, it kind of depends on the semester, because I do admit that not every semester is super academic. There are some semesters that are less academic, and in those cases, then yes, it's like, it's not that it's not hard, but it's just different, because instead of like writing papers, you're meeting with your classmates outside of school, and you're like doing a scene together, so it's like you still have to do work, but it's just like scene work instead of like paper or whatever. But the thing I was going to say is that this semester, I actually am taking theater classes and, like I said, English classes. But my theater classes are actually more academic. So I'm taking text analysis, and I'm taking theater history, and, singing. I was like, there's another one that's singing for actors, so it's not really that bad. But text analysis and theater history both require a ton of reading, so I have like multiple plays that each week I have to read, and then on top of that I have papers in both classes. Like, it's just been a lot, is my point. I'll show you in a second my homework list for this weekend, and which is actually kind of minimal compared to my homework list of last weekend. Last weekend was really bad, but this weekend is a lot like better. But I was out of town because I had a doctor's appointment, and I had to stay with my grandma in my hometown, and so I didn't get homework done. I didn't have as much time to get homework done as I normally would, and that's kind of the case like for these next upcoming weekends. Like, every weekend for the next few weekends, I have like stuff to do over the weekend, so it's like annoying kind of, because like instead of being like, oh, like I can spend those days doing homework and doing chores, it's like I still can do chores and homework, but I also have to do like other stuff too. Anyway, my point is, what was exciting? Oh, I was gonna say that this week is exciting because I have an audition this weekend, and by exciting I mean just more stressful, to be honest, because on top of them being like, hey hey theater majors, so you have to write papers and do group projects and read a shit ton of plays and do a shit ton of homework and shit. Well, on top of that, if you're a performance major, which I am, specifically, performance, then you also have to do these two auditions. You're required to do auditions, which I mean, I sort of get, but these auditions requires a Cockney accent, which I cannot do for the life of me. And the other one requires an Irish accent, which is even worse. Irish accents are so hard. At first I was like, oh, like, we'll see how bad they are, and like, it's really bad. And normally I feel like I would have time, because I feel like the people would be like, oh, well, you just have to practice a lot. I don't have time to practice because I'm doing homework. Like, I'm so busy with homework and shit that I don't have time to do, like, practicing accents. Even though I know it's like a little a day is better than nothing, I still have not had time. I mean, I've had like a little bit of time, and I've tried practicing here and there, but not nearly as much as I should be. And not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna totally like bomb this what is that called? Audition. Oh my god, I cannot think. I'm gonna totally bomb this audition. But I mean, I guess better practice than nothing, I guess. I just feel embarrassed because they want you to do 2 monologues, one in a Cockney accent and the other one in an Irish accent, and I'm just gonna sit there and be like, this is an accent, don't know if it's what you're going for, because I practiced like a second ago, and it went from like Cockney to like English, back to Cockney, to Irish, to Australian. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm doing my best, but it's not good. I recognize that it's not good. I would not give myself a part in any of these plays, and I'm okay, more than okay with not getting a part in these plays. I normally, to be honest, I wouldn't audition if it weren't for the fact that I have to, but I have to, so yeah. Oh, I also have to read these plays. That's another thing that I have not done, that I should have probably done a while ago, but I haven't. But yeah, I need to read through both of these plays, just so I know the plot, I mean, basically. Anywho, point is, I need to do that, and it's exciting because auditions, I feel like, are always exciting. Oh, I also have to sing. That's the other thing, is I don't sing, but I'm gonna sing because, I don't know, I'm going to. What was I saying before, though? Oh, just that I feel like auditions are always exciting somewhat. They are. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm already just so stressed. Like, why you gotta add stress on my stress? Like, I already cannot. I'm already at maximum capacity. Like, why are you adding? Why? Like, you couldn't just do like a normal play and a normal musical. No, they had to be accented, right? Both of them, not just one of them. It couldn't just be like, oh, we'll have like an accent musical, but then like a regular play. No. Both had to have accents. Fucking A. We're American. God damn it. Just kidding. But Jesus. I feel like we're going to offend people from other countries because they're going to go and they're going to be like, look at these stupid Americans trying to copy our accents and failing. And we're going to be like, yeah, we are failing. Like, yeah. Anyway, that was my little rant. But it's Sunday night. School starts up again tomorrow. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is that my classes, like, I don't know why, but I've just had a lot of, like, class, like, cancellations lately, which you would think would be like so like nice and like, you know, would relieve stress, and it does. Don't get me wrong, it totally does in a way, but I feel like not enough to where I feel completely relieved, just like a little bit. So I was gonna say that my class tomorrow is canceled, my morning class, not my afternoon. So I still have to go to my afternoon class, but at least I know my morning class is canceled. And then after that, I have, what is it called? And then on Tuesday I have all my regular classes. Wednesday I have all my regular classes. Thursday my class is canceled. And then the 18th, which I don't know what day that is, I think it's a Thursday, a couple weeks from now, but I have another class that's canceled. And then the 23rd, which is, you know, a ways out, but still, the 23rd is another day that I have, like, I basically have 4 classes coming up that are canceled, and yes, like I said, it relieves stress, but of course they're not. I wish they were all at the same time. Because, like, even though I am thankful for the classes being canceled, it just sucks low-key because it's like, oh, just my morning class, but I still have afternoon. Or it'll be like my class in the middle of the day, which, again, is still nice, but it's like I still have my morning and late afternoon. I just don't have to go to the one in the middle. So I'm just like, can't these teachers, like, come together and decide, like, one day, just one, that the whole day is canceled? No. They can cancel classes, like all my teachers are going to cancel classes, but they're all going to pick a freaking different day. It's really inconvenient. Anyway, this has been a rant, but I'm going to go for now. And yeah. Okay, update. This was my list of things I needed to get done this weekend. And as you could see, I was so productive. Except for now, hold on, wait for it. Okay, I marked off the stuff that I just now finished. So I had a total of, I think there was one thing that I forgot to write down. That's like, I first write, okay, this is like my first initial list, and then I like take this list and I separate it into like to do on Saturday and then to do on Sunday, so that way I don't feel as overwhelmed. And this week, I only had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 because I forgot to write down one thing. Or I thought it was 9. It's 8 or 9, depending on if I can count. But my point is I still obviously have shit that I have not done, specifically this is a very hard thing. It doesn't seem hard because it's like prep work. I don't know. I feel like that doesn't seem like it'd be a hard thing, but it is. And I'm putting it off, and I still am putting it off. The rest is just reading. It's like reading a bunch of plays, as I'm sure you could see. But anyway, I'm watching Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and just doing homework. But I'm pretty proud of myself for doing the things that I should have done a long time ago. But I still did it, which means that tomorrow I still definitely have all the rest of the shit to do tomorrow, but I don't know, I have less, I guess, than I originally did, obviously. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway. Oh, and just to compare, this was last week. So last week, it says 11, but I actually did the math, and I ended up having like 13 things to do last weekend. And I tried to split it up between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but then that ended up me needing to have an extra Monday to do it. And yeah, so this is like a typical week. I feel like a typical week I have like anywhere between like 10 to 13 different homework assignments. But I just so happened to get lucky with this week and only having, what did we say? It was like 8 or 9 things this week. So yeah, it was like less this week. And I think next week, I haven't started it yet, but next week I think is the same thing, where I still have homework, but it's just gonna be, I think, slightly less than I usually have, which is good. Hello, I'm currently sitting in a parking garage, trying to get up the energy to go to the building so I can go to the library, so I can print stuff out and then go to class. But I currently have no energy to do that at all. I look like shit. My eyes are like bloodshot red. My skin, I just look like shit. But I don't even care. I literally feel like I'm just barely keeping my head above water. I talked about this already, I know. But I feel like I'm just barely keeping my head above water this semester. And I'm just burnt out and I'm done. And so, I don't know. Point is, I'm just kind of over it. But anyway, I need to pay for parking. And I need to go print stuff. But as I said already, I just don't feel like it. Ah! Anyway. Fuck.
You and I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again. We'll stick together, everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye, we'll stick together.
it's Tuesday, which is usually my long day when it comes to school, and that's all fine and dandy and I'm used to it, but my phone's about to die, so that's just wonderful. Like, of course, my phone, I don't know why or how, because when I woke up this morning, it was at 100%, and that was only like an hour ago, or actually less than an hour ago, and it went from literally 100% to now like 30%. So I'm about to go to class and my phone's at 30%. So that's great. Yeah.
I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh.
Hello, it is currently Thursday. I skipped Wednesday, to be completely honest with you. Didn't go to school on Wednesday. I know, blasphemy, horrible. I was just honestly really tired. I know it's like such a bad excuse, but I was exhausted. And I just slept through Wednesday. I mean, I didn't completely sleep through it, but like, yeah, it was a pretty boring day. And now it's Thursday, and I didn't really film. Classes are already over today for me. I didn't really film classes because my Thursday classes are the same as my Tuesday classes, and I don't know, I just felt like it'd be repetitive. But later today, I'm going to go see a play that my theater department is putting on. We are doing the Laramie Project, and if you don't know, Laramie Project is about the brutal beating and death of Matthew Shepard, who was gay, and it's a very, I don't know, important play that my school decided to put on, and it has been almost 20 years since the death of Matthew Shepard, and we are very close here in Fort Collins. That's where I go to school, is in Fort Collins. And it's very close to Laramie, where Matthew Shepard went to school. I think he technically died in the Fort Collins, like in a Fort Collins hospital. And so, yeah, basically our little town here, it's not really that little, but our town here is pretty close to kind of what happened, like, you know, to when and also where it happened. So, yeah, we're doing that play, and, yeah, I don't know where else I was gonna go with that. I was gonna say technically it's required for both my major and for my classes that I go, but honestly I want to go just to go because I think it's such an important story. Like, even if it wasn't my major, I still feel like I would go. But yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna say about that. But that's my goal for today, my plans for today. I was also going to say that I was gonna film, hopefully not like the play, because obviously that's not cool, but I was gonna film the theater, kind of just what it looks like, because I've filmed for you guys, I guess you'd say, the like classroom and like the hallways, but I haven't really filmed, in this video at least, I haven't really filmed like our actual theater and what it looks like. So if I'm feeling up to it, I'll film that and just kind of show what our theater actually looks like. But I actually show it in a different video. I show the theater a little bit because I worked backstage previously. But I'm not working backstage this semester, so I don't get to be backstage, but I get to be an audience member, like I said, because I'm going to go see this play. But anyway, I think that's it for now. Bye. And now I'm home again. The play was very emotional. I cried multiple times. I highly suggest that if somewhere near you they ever put on the Laramie Project, that you go and see it, because it is a very emotional but good play. Yeah. But now I'm exhausted. I normally never stay up this late. This is the latest I've stayed up in a long time. So I'm gonna go to sleep. And luckily tomorrow, except for homework, I have nothing to do. Like, I can literally just stay home and chill and do homework. So that's my plan for tomorrow. And then Saturday, I have my audition. So I will hopefully film a little of that, or like my reaction to that. But until then, sleep. And more sleep. And sleep. So yeah. Night. It's audition day, aka shit show day, aka let's just get this over with because it's gonna be super embarrassing day. But yeah, I'm gonna get in the shower and I'm gonna start getting ready because I do not want to look like this. Nope. And this is me right before auditions. I feel like I really don't look that different. I try to do kind of like minimal makeup because, I don't know, personally I was told that for auditions it's better to kind of do minimal makeup, except my eyes. I do admit I have a little bit too much, I can't talk, blah, blah, blah. I have too much mascara on, I do admit. That was accidental. I was doing my mascara the way I normally do it, which is a little too much because that's usually how I like it. But then I already like applied it and I was like, oh crap, it's too much for like an audition, but oh well. Besides that though, I feel like my makeup is minimal. I literally have 3 things on, or no, 4 things. I have mascara, obviously. I have eyeliner, but that's because I wasn't going to do eyeliner, but it's because I have a permanent eyeliner that I got literally months ago, but it's still there, but only on this eye, and I didn't want to look weird, so I was just like, I'm gonna do like eyeliner on both eyes just so they match and don't look weird. But normally I feel like that's too much as well, but I guess it depends on who you are. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know that much about auditions, so don't take my word for any of this. But anyway, so yeah, so I did eyeliner on top, mascara, concealer all over my face. My concealer was my foundation, and that's because I think foundation is okay for auditions, but my foundation gives me kind of a cake face, and I just didn't want, because like again, I feel like for auditions you kind of want to look somewhat natural, and I just know that, like I said, my foundation gives me cake face, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do concealer because I feel like that looks more natural on me. And then last but not least, I did a little bit of eyebrow pencil. But yeah, that is my completed look for my audition. It's really not much. Like I said, this is going to be a shit show. I have nothing memorized. I have nothing, like, it's a shit show. But I thought it was really nice. I was going to talk about this girl that I don't really know her that well, they're in my class, and there's like a lot of people like this in the theater department where it's like you kind of know them because they're in your class or you see them in shows and stuff, and so you know, you get to know them through that, but you don't really like know them. So anyway, this person is one of many who I know, but I don't like know, if that makes any sense. And she messaged me and she's like, because it's required, I think I talked about this before, I'm sure I have, that it's required for all performance majors to audition for all shows. And so she knows I'm a performance major, and so she knows I have to audition. And so she was like, oh, did you do it already? Like, she messaged me and she's like, I just wanted to wish you like break a leg or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. I was like I hope, because she already did it and I saw her like Insta story, so I knew she already did it, and I was like, I hope like it went well for you. And she's like, it was something, and I was laughing because I was like, same mood. But yeah, it was just like really sweet, I feel like, because I'm like, I don't even know this chick, but she like took her time to like message me and be like, break a leg, and I was like, thanks, like you too, but you already went. But you know, I don't know. Anyway, oh, there's a fly. I just watched Black Mirror, and I watched the one with the bees, and if you haven't seen it, then you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna go to my audition now. I have to take the trash out. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna literally smell like freaking trash at my audition. I hope I don't. But my trash has been in my apartment forever and needs to be taken out, and it smells so bad. Like it's smelling up because I live in a studio, so my studio is super small, so like little smells, like, you know, in a house it might not be that bad, but in like a small little apartment it's bad. And so yeah, but I just feel like it's such great timing because it's like, of course I would do that right before I go to an audition, like, you know, take out smelly trash. But honestly, like I said, it's a shit show anyway, so, you know, bring it on. Guys, just got done with the audition. It wasn't as much of a shit show as I thought, but that being said, still a bit of a shit show. I hate the feeling I get every time I do an audition. I get like jello legs and my heart beats really fast, and I literally doesn't hit me though really until like after the until after the audition is what I'm trying to say. Which is funny. I mean, I was so nervous during the audition, but like the whole like jello legs and heart beating fast didn't really hit me until after. Which you would think, you know, I don't know, it happened during, but no, it happened after. There were so many people, I'm sorry, that was so loud. There were so many people in the room, because last time I auditioned, there was one person, I think. Maybe two? No, I don't even think it was two people. It was like one person, like you and the director. Sorry, I'm looking around me because I feel like there's a lot of people around me right now. But anyway, last time you walk in the room and it's just you and the director. This time there was fucking, well, granted there's two plays, so it kind of makes sense, but there was like two directors, a pianist, another person, then like a few students even. I was like, why are there so many people? I feel really nervous because it's like literally like me and like 10 of people who are all judging me. Anyway, but it's over. It's over now. I can breathe again. My legs are starting to not feel like jello. Granted, I'm sitting down in my car. But, yeah. Just wanted to give that update. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but it's because I'm just, like, need to breathe. I need to breathe. Like, it's over. It's over. It's over. And it was funny because, okay, like, I know some of the people in that room because they are my teachers. And the one guy was like, is that the first time you've ever like sang in an audition? And I was like, yep. And he was like, congrats, and like gave me a high five. And he's like, you'll never like be able to say that it was your first time singing in an audition ever again. But I got confused and I was like, wait, I'm never gonna have to sing in an audition again? And he's like, no, like say it's your first time. And I was like, oh. But he wasn't clear the way he said it the first time. Anyway, but it was funny. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go grocery shopping now because I need to pick up a few things. But yeah, I'm gonna try to breathe. Just breathe. Update, I did not get a call back, but honestly I wasn't expecting to. So it's not that big of a deal. There was a thing attached to the email that said something about how like they were like, don't be discouraged if you don't get a call back. You still might get a role in this play or musical, because it's a play / like there was one audition for a play and then the other one was for a musical. I don't know if I ever mentioned that it was two things that I was auditioning for, not just one. But anyway, yeah, they were just like, don't be discouraged, like you still could get a role. But I'm like, that's first of all weird. Like, I don't know. I'm weirded out by that because isn't that the whole point of callbacks, is that if you don't get a callback, you don't get a role? And also, like, I don't know. But my point is, I'm not putting too much weight into that. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to sit here hoping I still get a role even though I didn't get a callback. I'm just going to go ahead and assume I did not get a role, which is totally fine, like I said, because I was not prepared at all for this. I've been way too stressed this semester with papers and group projects, and the amount of shit I've had to do this semester. Just, I know it sounds like such an excuse, but it's true. I've had way too much to do to prepare properly for auditions. So that being said, I almost said I'm surprised. I meant to say I'm not surprised that I did not get a role. But anyway, I'm sitting here doing homework, realizing how behind I am. I should have done a lot of more homework this weekend than I did, but a lot of it's because I had shit to do. Like I said, auditions. I had to meet with my group project people. I had to go grocery shopping, just like different things here and there. And I also slept in, not gonna lie, that's my bad, that's totally me. But I also like slept in a lot. So between all of those things, I just wasn't able to get a lot done this weekend, which sucks because I now just love getting cut off. What I was gonna say was that now I have a long list, not that long, but a list of homework that I wanted to get done by Monday, and I still have some time today to get some of it done. But I just have a feeling that I'm gonna not have it all done, and that kind of sucks, and yeah. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna finish doing that and chores, and I'm gonna end the vlog here. So sorry this was kind of depressing and not that interesting, but I hope someone had a good time, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.